Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Sprites of Life podcast. I'm Lucas.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Don. It's nice saying the all three names. It's been a minute.
Yeah, Chris, how you been, brother?
I have been busy.
I mean, we missed you.
As it was a long April/May, but
I
we're
mean,
here.
yeah, you're back now. There's no escape. The doors have been sealed. Donna's blocking them. You're gonna have to fight them for it. So you're not leaving. No, honestly though, it's summertime finally. Memorial Day's passed. Did you
So
guys
I'm
by
cutting
any
in and
chance,
out a little bit.
by any chance, did you guys see any of the State of Play PlayStation was putting out today?
I did not.
Yeah, the new Wolverine game is somehow bloodier than I thought it would be.
That's actually, I need to check that out then because that is surprising.
Honestly, it looks really good, but I mean, there are plenty of games and stuff we could choose to talk about today with you back. But honestly, I kind of wanted to, give it up to you. You have been gone. You've been gone a while. We've been coming up with the ideas. It's your turn now. You think of something for us to talk about today.
Well, there's the new Witcher announcement, which I figured why not? We like The Witcher,
I've never played The Witcher.
but you appreciate it.
I
I've
appreciate
seen
Henry
the show. I've watched my friend play The Witcher also.
I appreciate Henry Cavill. Does that count?
He nerded so hard he got kicked off the show.
I heard about that. That's actually the best way to
Too
get
close
kicked.
to the sun.
Yeah.
Best way to get kicked out of any show. I mean, we've made more from less. I kind of want to hear your take on The Witcher because I'll be honest, I tried playing The Witcher 3. I got it for free and everything, and I still couldn't get into it. So maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe you can help me.
Well, it's it might not be for everybody, but it's still pretty fun.
I mean, apparently the books are pretty good. But
They're the only books my brother reads.
So I do have some fun science news, and then we have quite a bit of gaming news we could just talk about. Okay, let's say, hypothetically, you are in Ithaca, New York. You are visiting the gravestone of someone you really love, and out of nowhere, there's just a ton of bees hanging out. That's it.
Just there.
Just there, just a ton of bees. Your first thought would be, why are the bees here? Or what gives? Who put the bees here? Turns out that while they were just living their lives, 5.5 million ground nesting bees were just sitting under this graveyard for the past 100 years. And nobody noticed.
Waiting and biding their time.
Weirdly enough, okay, when you think of bees, most people think of honeybees, colonies, group thinking. These are solitary ground bees, which make up the majority of all bees. Most bees do not colonize and hang out. These bees make their own little burrows. They have their own nest. They go and collect their own nectar and pollen and everything else. And they still, even though they aren't a colony, they still are so many that are there that they've just kind of been established for, over a century just sitting underground. Which, I mean, look,
They're just hanging out.
Yeah.
Were they cognizant or were they sleeping?
No, they've just been at this for a while. Turns out no one just noticed it because graveyards tend to go pretty undisturbed. No one goes around thinking let's go and turn this into a parking lot. It's a graveyard. They're one of the few plots of lands people respect. They did point out that with ground bees, according to this article, they're a lot more selective about the plants that they pollinate from than other bees are. And because of that, the apple trees and the orchards around that area have been being kept alive, most likely in part by these bees for the past 100 years. So I thought it was pretty neat that there was a talk about how do you find animals in protected locations, and it turns out that graveyards are really good at being protected spaces for animals because people tend not to want to mess with the graves of the dead. Which, I mean, overall, maybe we just need more graveyards.
Maybe that's an excellent point.
I don't know if that's the takeaway, Lucas.
No, we just need more. Yeah, man. Look, I didn't say there had to be people buried there. We just had to imply that there are people buried there. It'll be fine. People are always going to die. So we just gotta have to, from natural causes, we just, move them into Yellowstone or Yosemite or any of these other parks. And we hopefully have a chance to, save some more land. I'll start getting the tombstones. Unless this idea is too radical for you to save the world.
I feel we can do better than just building more graveyards.
Tell that to the bees. Okay. I do have one thing before we start in gaming news. When it comes to, I know that Indianapolis had its Pokemon Champions tournament, like the first official one. I really gotta say, all of the coverage just needs to be talking about how Wolfglick made it as far as he did. And if you just read the titles, it's like, oh yeah, he totally won. No, he didn't. Like,
What was the deal with
Yeah,
that,
it
Don?
was so Wolf's team got a lot of deserved hype. He ran a really cool team with Mega Tyranitar, which I think was a really good meta call. We saw a lot of Tyranitar teams performed very, very well. But the big hype on his team was Mega Steelix, which for people who don't know has the Sand Force ability, which allows you to word I'm looking for here. Basically, like it just lets you it boosts. I think it's 30%, maybe 50. All steel, rock, and ground moves, and Steelix being a steel and ground type, that's very good moves for it to be have boosted. And it really just kind of patched some of the Tyranitar matchups well. But that team was certainly more of a Tyranitar team than a what's it called? Than a Steelix team. If you look at his results, a lot of his stream games, he was leaning heavily on the Tyranitar mode. But the team was really cool. He did, however, lose in the finals to Arcel, who's a buddy of mine. He played a Charizard Y Venusaur team, which has sort of fallen out of favor a little bit, actually. So it's pretty cool to kind of see that team, return to form. I know it kind of plagues people on ladder a little bit, but I do like the team.
I hate sleep
And I
powder.
thought he piloted it incredibly well. It was a great finals. Wolf definitely had the matchup on paper, slightly, but Arsenal played very well. It's some very high level play. They both just keep delaying their megas. I want to say the first game, there's like 4 turns with Tyranitar and Charizard both on the field, and each one just refuses to mega first because they don't want to give up the weather control.
That is actually
So it's
kind of
the
funny.
positioning game is really good, but the top cut was very diverse though. Had that there were several Mega Frostlass in top cut. I think a Mega Garchomp got top 8.
Mm.
I saw that. I saw
Not the
Mechart.
not the new one's not legal though yet, right?
No, not the Z, but the
Okay.
normal one.
I mean, that's still pretty good considering most people kind of refuse to mega evolve their Garchomps, preferring to have the speed over the power.
Yes, the speed drop off. I think their team, if I remember right, I think they also had a Charizard Y, and it was kind of a tail room team situation where
Mm.
they had a trick room mode as well.
I've seen a few people running that just in case someone else, like an area. It's the best way to counter an Aerodactyl Tailwind aside from killing the Aerodactyl.
Yes. Yeah, Trick Room is very, very good for that. But I thought it was a cool team. I really liked it. And
Hey,
there were some other ones. There were some cool Frostlass teams. The Palafin did quite well. There was a very cool variety of Pokemon there.
that's good to hear. On the Pokemon news, they did announce those new Lego sets as well, and those seem fine.
I'll give you a guess. As of so they went live this morning. So far, only one has sold out on Pokemon Center. Do you want to guess which one?
Is it the Lapras one?
No,
No. Gengar.
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 Gengar versus Cubone, the
Okay,
spooky showdown.
that's a pretty good one though. I mean, if you're gonna sell one of them out,
I
that's
see a lot of people are upset that they are the smart play bricks.
I'm. Listen, I don't. My bias towards smart play bricks is that I believe Legos should revolve around your imagination more than just like a technology. Like I think that's the importance of having it. Like again, I'm old compared to what most people who play Legos are. So like I don't know what your guys' thoughts on it, but like I feel like if I get that Mewtwo one, I'm just gonna replace the smart brick with something else.
They just make noises. That's it.
Yeah, but like your imagination's supposed to make the noises.
Eh.
That's like that's like my
I'm more so mad that it's not like the anime noises. Like it's not like Gengar. It's
mm.
there's just like grunts, and it's not the game noises either. It's like weird noises. That's
Okay.
more what I'm upset about.
Hear me out. I will forgive the Mewtwo one if it's just Mewtwo's speech about how the consequences of one's birth are not dictating your actions.
Yes, that would have been good. So there's a lot of like fights, and I think it's hilarious because some of these fights are just one Pokemon getting murked by the other. Because it's like Jolteon versus Charizard, Cubone versus Gengar, Geodude versus Charmander.
I
Yeah.
mean, I will say perhaps I mean, this Gengar no longer has Levitate, right? Maybe it's an Eviolite Cubone. Uh, Gengar's pretty frail. Maybe I don't know. Does he get fissure? Maybe he fissures him. Maybe he's got a shot.
I think the only one that's close is I think this is an anime reference, but Umbreon versus Garchomp.
I did show one of my coworkers the Umbreon one because she's a super big fan of them. But like aside from that, it was like, eh,
It's got a trophy in it. Championship trophy.
really?
Garchomp versus Umbreon.
Oh yes, that's right. That's right. I remember seeing that. I remember seeing that it had the little trophy. I mean, they all seem fine. They're a lot more reasonably priced, so I think that's like fair enough.
Yeah, the Charizard one is the most expensive at 120, which is no, I guess the Eevee was the cheapest one in the original launch because that was about 80. So there's only two that are more expensive out of the 12 that were released.
I mean, you're the collector of all of us, Chris. Are you getting one of these?
I have pre-ordered quite a few of them.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Because they also came with a pre-order of a Ditto Squirtle watching a TV with a Squirtle on it.
That's
Which
pretty
honestly,
good.
that might be my favorite set of the ones they announced.
That's pretty good. Apparently, one of them has like a little glider, a Pokeball glider on it, which is like,
That is the Mew set because it is hunting Mew.
oh,
It's a drone. Yeah.
oh, okay, that's
Hunting
fine.
might not be the right word.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, speaking of Mew, again in the Pokemon stuff, y'all saw those new cards, right?
Oh, the for the 30th anniversary?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
am uncertain.
I don't like how they look, but I know they'll be worth a lot of money.
I think the Mewtwo looks better than the Mew.
Did you see the gimmick about the Pikachus?
Yes, that there's like 30 different of them and one Pikachu per pack.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, 30 different Pikachu. Like, there's some guy with a 30 card binder, just a small one, being like, if someone can get all the Pikachus, that's gonna be a pretty good binder money wise. I mean, if they can afford to grab them all.
I'm sure people are gonna get all the Pikachu. It's probably gonna go crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
I can only imagine the Whatnot app like just being the entire stream is just giving out different Pikachus to people for way too much money. But yeah, I mean, there's plenty of Pokemon news updated. Do you guys think we'll see any Winds and Waves stuff this summer, or do you think we're just gonna have to wait?
I think we're gonna have to wait until.
I think we might
we'll
have to
wait
a
until
bit.
Worlds.
Yeah, that's true. That'll be fun. I mean,
Worlds was where we got Koraidon and Miraidon.
I'm hoping that we get more of them. There's a lot of rumors going on. We don't need to go into it, but so Chris, this is your game at this point. I watched the first season of The Witcher and the second season of The Witcher. I played Witcher 3 for a total of 4 hours before realizing I couldn't get into it. I am not the guy to talk to people about playing The Witcher, but like, it's all you, bro. You tell me.
I mean, look, The Witcher, whether you want to be in it for the books or be in it for the games, or the show, there's a lot of. It's one of the few entries of like pop culture where I think it is a hit in like every medium. I think the weakest or the least well received might be the TV show. But even if you discount or take away like the Henry Cavill TV show, there's still quite a few really solid like anime Witcher bits. It started as a book series out of Poland.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Polish.
Yeah, I am gonna butcher his first name. I do not, because it's Andrzej.
Okay, hang on. I gotta look it up now, so I gotta see if I can find out. Oh God, no, I'm not pronouncing that.
But
Andrzej
Sapkowski. But first, I believe he published the first short story for it like in the mid 80s in a magazine, and since then has published about 15 short stories and in total 9 novels. I swear to God, the only books my brother has read in the last 20 years are the Witcher books, and he has read them numerous times.
Not even like Game of Thrones?
No, he just Witcher. It's the only thing he will read. No, he
Well, did
likes
the
it.
Witcher books actually finish, or are they still ongoing too?
I
But more
believe they're still
consistently in the game itself.
ongoing. The most recent one was the Crossroads of Ravens, which was published in 2025.
Okay. So he's still got a ways to go.
Still going, and then the games, you got 3 or 4. You're following Garrett of Rivia, who through various forms of basic wizardry is a monster hunter, empowered with supernatural abilities to hunt monsters throughout the land, part of a secret, basically an organization called the Witchers, and they go and kill monsters, and that's what the games do.
There's like,
They're,
is it just like, all right, there's an overarching story and just a bunch of side quests, I assume?
basically, so it's if there's a big delineation in style between Witcher 2 and Witcher 3, where
Okay.
Witcher 2 is kind of a more traditional, like, linear progression story, and Witcher 3 really takes on the open world aspects,
I see.
and like the like choose I mean, not choose your own adventure, but the, like, follow your side quests, do the main storyline at your own pace, that kind of stuff.
Okay. I mean, I'm looking at the Metacritic scores. Apparently, this is the first time I've ever seen this where like the games keep getting better, like ratings wise.
Yeah.
Witcher 1 was 81 on Metacritic, Witcher 2 is 88, and then Witcher 3 is 93.
Yeah, so Witcher 4 gonna get like 96.
Minimum. Jesus Christ. Hang on. I pulled up the Wikipedia page. They were also extremely successful commercially, selling more than 75 million copies. Over 50 million just Wild Hunt.
Yeah.
That's nuts. Like, that's crazy.
I think it's also respectable. So the first Witcher game came out in like 2007. So 4 games in 20-ish years, 5 years in between games. That is to me, that is a respectable amount of time in between games to advance the technology and also learn what you did well and build on it. And I think that they do it really well.
With this game series being what it is, like, I don't know, I've seen some pretty big hype over it. I knew a buddy back in high school who wore that necklace, that wolf head necklace, and I didn't know what it was until, I don't know, years later, until I realized that he was just a super fan.
Yeah. Now, I did say that it was
That's
20
kind
years.
of fun though.
I did say 20 years in between games. It has been almost 11 since The Witcher 3 came out. So it's been a minute. But it was like 2007, 2011, 2015 was Witcher 3, and then nothing since then, except for DLCs that came out through, I think the most recent one was 2018, I think. So it's been a minute since they released any content for it, but they're putting out a new DLC for Witcher 3, which should lead into a Witcher 4, which is coming in the next few years. It is being developed.
Don, didn't Borderlands do something like that for like Borderlands 3?
Like the handsome, like a remaster thing, or
no, like remember they did that one DLC for Borderlands 2 before Borderlands 3 came out. Like it was
yes, like the Crimson Lilith or something.
Yeah,
where
they had
yes,
the plant
you
dude.
are correct.
Yeah, so they're just trying to
I
get
like
us
that a lot. I mean, because the game had been out for a long time, and that really gave us a cool little thing to do there, like kind of right at the end, to kind of also just a nice little refresher, almost, I guess you could say.
Yeah, and I'm guessing this is going to be that refresher. I mean, I've seen people get pretty hyped for it, and like CD Projekt Red is, okay. Like I've had my beef with them because I played Cyberpunk right when it came out, so things weren't great. But like, you know what? They're one of the few companies I respect because they'll actively be like, "Yo, we messed up. Give us a second. We'll try and fix it." And
that's what they were doing in between 2015 and now. It's Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I mean, they're already working on Cyberpunk 2 or whatever they're gonna call it, so hopefully it'll be good. But that trailer that they dropped did give us some monsters, and the people were able to find they gave us at least 2 or 3 different monsters that were coming out. But I feel like when I started looking up The Witcher, the first thing that kept popping up, and the thing that actually popped up in other games, was the Leshens.
Yeah.
They're like the deer-headed tree spirit monster. And I gotta say, I remember them specifically from Monster Hunter because Monster Hunter had a Witcher DLC. And you basically hunted one of those.
That's pretty much like the quintessential. Like, if you were to go up to any Witcher person and name, what landmark monster, it's probably going to be that.
Okay, so I'm gonna read the description for what it says in like the monster manual in this thing. Leshens dwell in dense primeval forests, fiercely territorial creatures. They hunt with stealth and cunning as their own companions. They use their inborn magic to control plants and animals within their territory, and so in stalking them, half the battle is merely getting near enough to strike. Leshens are old enough to earn the appellation ancient, wield advanced skills and tactics that make them particularly dangerous. Well, I'm glad the Witchers are thorough, I guess. Um, it summons birds and wolves.
Yeah.
That's it.
They do that. Give me one. I'm trying to remember what because it was in one of the animes recently.
They had the mermaid one. I remember that. Don, have you seen a picture of this thing?
I'm trying. I was bringing one up as we speak to. It sounds familiar. Oh, it's like a Yes, it's like okay, I recognize the thing. Yeah, forest spirit type of guy.
I feel like it's
Uh,
something you'd see in Appalachian folklore. That's what it reminds me of the most.
It has that same tinge. We should say that the Witcher series, be obviously Poland, tends to draw a lot on Eastern European mythology and Slavic mythology.
I mean, it looks terrifying. But like as I said, I look, if some guy said they saw like the tree man in the woods of Appalachia, that's what I would imagine.
And actually, did you ever see the Pet Cemetery?
which one? I mean, I've seen them both. Yeah, but
The most recent one. It looks like the Wendigo from that.
yeah,
um so I don't have any concept on the Eastern European folklore, but I do have a bachelor's in biology, which is good enough. Um so the whole summoning creatures to your side thing is pretty neat, but you don't need magic to do it. I argue that this thing doesn't need magic to pull off its coolest magic trick. So its body is mostly plant, from what I gather, right? Like,
Yes.
okay. So there are plants that control animals to do their dirty work. Like, this is a thing that nature has. In fact, there's a term for it I learned called herbivorous induced plant volatilities, volatile, ugh, or HIPVs. So it's basically when a plant will communicate with an animal that preys on herbivores that would normally harm them, usually through some kind of scent that's released or some other kind of chemical cue. Um, so there's a pretty easy example, something called a thale crest. Small, unassuming weed, very boring, but it will get preyed on by the caterpillars of the tobacco cutworm. So again, another pretty basic moth. What the plant does, if the moth is attacking it, it will release a chemical that attracts the wasps that specialize in parasitizing on these types of moth caterpillars. So wild, like I don't need magic to make the wolves happen. I just need the right pheromones released from this tree to come and murder whatever witcher showed up in my forest. Like it's
Whenever I talk about the Leshy, I always kind of think of it as the mature rated Trevenant, if we're going Pokemon.
it's the mega evolution.
It's the mega evolution of Trevenant.
Quick, Dawn, give it stats. Oh my,
But because
Leshy?
it's there to protect the woods. Some of the there's the official website description basically talks about how like humanity kept expanding into the woods and disrespecting the woods, collecting lumber and taking out the animals and not respecting the space. And the I believe that the direct quote, I'll read it, is: "In a place born of darkness and primeval nature resides a mighty and terrifying guardian, immune to human steel. It is believed the Leshen is nature's way of protecting the forest and the animals that live within it from the threat humans started to pose upon their raging expansion deeper into the lands."
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a trevenant.
The humans manifest destiny too hard.
I don't think there's such a thing. I think we
The Leshen would disagree.
the Leshy can disagree with fire. I think that's its weakness. It feels like that would be its weakness, right?
What I really want to know is there anything under the deer skull, or is that just for style?
Well, some of the pictures I see have it as like an old bearded guy that looks like a RuneScape moss giant.
Uh, can you drop one of those in the Discord, Don?
Or any
Yeah.
chat, really.
Or any
This
chat?
is the
Yeah.
I have to do it on my phone. My internet is being
Okay.
questionable. So
Yeah, it's all.
it will be give me one moment in the Discord chat.
Yeah, no. Honestly, if they just did Mega Trevenant and they just like copy pasted this thing onto the battlefield in Champions, they would be sued to hell and back. But it would be funny.
I mean, the Leshy's not. I don't know if they would really be sued. Maybe if they stole a specific design, but it's such a folkloric monster. I don't
Don,
think there's a rule against that,
this
right?
this picture just looks like Kratos before he ate that baby Zeus.
It's from Wikipedia.
I want this to be in the game.
I like his pine cones.
Yeah. Okay. Killing a tree spirit is fine. Imagine just killing this giant old man in the woods lumbering at you. I'd feel bad.
That definitely has a different feel than this.
Yeah. But it's pretty funny. Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't want to fight that.
Although I might be more disconcerted by the bearded man with pine cones in his hair.
That's normal.
Yeah,
that's just Florida.
Yeah, man. Like if you go into the Central Florida and the pine forest, this is what you find every now and again. Don't worry about him. He won't bother you. Probably. So I'd seen this creature. This one is like the iconic one. The Baku is straight up not okay.
Like what's not okay with it?
Okay. 6 arms, razor sharp claws, teeth, a massive terrifying beak, bipedal so it can run after you, smells fear and paralyzes its victims. Oh, the fun part. It can not only mimic sounds of any living thing, but also mannerisms, breathing patterns, and other small nuances. I could be talking to a Baku right now. Wouldn't know until it like went after my insecurities.
So when it starts negging you, that's when you know that Don and I are not what we are.
I don't know though. We kind of neg pretty hard on each other most of the time. Oh god, we're doomed. Yeah, that thing is scary. And again, when you
it's this thing, right? Like this is the one we're talking about, right?
Yeah. Put that in the chat. That thing
this guy.
Ugh. Yeah, no, like severely not okay. Apparently it lives near villagers and feeds on them, and there's at least some cases of them like straight up like being sacrificed to this thing. Like the villagers are like, "Here, take one of our children and like be gone.
Please leave us alone."
Yeah. I mean, that's
they never read Give a Mouse a Cookie.
Shit. No. No. I almost swore. No. Oh my god. Okay, but like
which animal in the animal kingdom, Lucas, can tap into my trauma?
Honestly, okay. There are creatures that can smell fear. Kind of. So we have it that there has been research that has been done that humans, specifically, and other animals, can release a mixture of chemicals that can be sensed by other animals when they're scared. Like it has been done and tested on horses, where they've tested to see if people watching horror movies afterwards would go near the horses, and they tested it that the people who are more scared are going to scare the way the horses too, because they can smell the fear on you.
Yeah.
So that's like a thing. Like snakes, like if you have a good enough sense of smell, or in the case of snakes, taste, you can figure that out. With this thing, The problem is it's bird-like, and there's only one kind of bird I know with a great sense of smell. Anyone want to guess
Vulture.
what kind it is?
I think Don said vulture.
Don's right. Don is 100% vultures. So this thing is a vulture that feeds on the living. Oh, and the whole mimicking sound thing, honestly, once you know what a lyrebird is, you stop being impressed.
The lyrebird is honestly insane. I like the videos of them doing like camera clutters and chainsaws and stuff are yeah, quite intimidating.
Yeah, so just make it smart, make it vicious, and then keep the same vocal cord structure, and it can just kind of do that. The paralyzing part, hmm. Don, you know those stouts that hypnotize rabbits?
Yes.
Yeah, would that count, you think? Is that just like weird, like
For the
trying to mess with
paralyzing?
the rabbit? Yeah, I don't know. They like kind of mess with the rabbit a little bit. The rabbit doesn't know what to do. Would that count as paralyzing?
Yeah, they like flop about on their way to it and it sort of just fixes it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of. I'm just imagining. Okay, have y'all ever seen the clip of like the old Monty Python, The League of Silly Walks, or whatever?
Yes. Classic, yes.
Yeah, just imagining it doing that to paralyze you.
That would be very disconcerting based on the face in that second picture I uploaded.
Yeah, I don't.
There's no amount of silly walk that would make that okay.
Yeah, I would normally ask if the Serbians were okay for making this, but I just took a quick look at Serbian history in just the past 100 years, and yeah, that explains some things. Yeah, I mean, I hope people look forward to killing this thing, but still, not magic. I'm just saying it right now. So far, I've been able to cut 2 for 2 on these things not being magic.
You're just very unimpressed by this 6-armed vulture bird that manifests your childhood trauma.
I mean, listen, man, I can manifest my own childhood trauma. I don't need a bird to do that. Come on. It's crazy. No need for that. Okay, the last one.
Wait, I'm imagining playing The Witcher and you hear, "Your mother doesn't love you," from the trees.
Oh god, even worse, it like listens to your in-game chat with your buddies from other games and copies their voice.
It's an AI learning system that takes in all of your online history and creates a profile to neg you in game.
Oh god, that's I don't care for AI, and I really don't care for it now. Is hearing that that's awful.
You made it less appealing immediately.
Okay. Last creature I really had, because this is really the only one they showed in these trailers, was the Manticore.
Mm-hmm.
Now that
Ooh,
one,
creepy guy, yeah.
yeah, we've all seen a Manticore, like in some capacity.
Manticores are pretty classic mythology creatures.
Specifically in Dungeons and Dragons settings and like much more like higher fantasy stuff. Like in Persian mythology, these things existed in 5 BCE. Like these things were around before Christ. Like it did eventually, if you look up the art, had more of a human face than like a lion human hybrid face that we were looking at. But it did still have a scorpion tail, was very dangerous for everything except, okay, in the lore, it talks about how it's just that venomous. The only thing that the venom cannot affect is elephants.
I mean, they're pretty big.
Also,
How big are these manticores? Because I know in some stuff they're little guys.
This one is carriage sized.
Yeah, the Witcher ones are big.
And it can fly, which is a relatively modern concept. Most of them can't fly in like mythology. I will say, funniest thing I found from real mythology. Apparently, in a fight, they lose to lions. Just lions.
What? No.
Yeah, I pulled it up. I looked up the source, like at least like in the old texts that were written about it in 5 BCE.
The sacred texts.
The sacred texts. They wrote about it 5 years before Christ was born, and they're like, yeah, no, this real life creature. Yeah, it lives over there, and it's got a super deadly toxin, but lions are cool with it. It's crazy. They effectively had it. They compared it to a sphinx, but one that was more violent than smart.
Yeah, the Sphinx doesn't have a scorpion tail.
Yeah, but it does have riddles, and who doesn't hate riddles? I would rather be poisoned
too, right?
Yeah, no, the Sphinx is a talker. It's got riddles, but the Manticore doesn't talk. It's just murder and death.
A murder core.
Murder. in the Witcher version, they talk about it. Specifically, they talk about the tail of the toxin it carries in its tail. It's a very specific tree sap. And that tree sap comes from a tree from real life mythology called the Bohun Upas. The Bohun Upas was a super, in mythology, was a tree that was super toxic that you are never supposed to go near. You don't eat the fruits or you die. You don't sleep under it or you die. Like you don't do anything with it or death.
Don't go near the tree.
Don't go near the tree. Don't go anywhere near it. And in the Witcher thing, they were talking about how it's very weird how this super deadly, awful toxin could only be found in both the Manticore and this tree. I can tell you right now, I don't know how it got in there, but I can tell you that this thing can eat up to 30 people a night. So it must be running with some pretty gnarly toxin to be able to put down that many people and consume them. Like that
Do,
digestive system.
does it
No.
think that is it sequestering the venom? Because it seems strange that it would be exactly the same.
Yeah, but like it clearly eats people. I don't know
Yeah.
why it's yeah, unless it's like biting into the tree, sucking it up like a straw, processing it and placing it into its stinger, for lack of better words. I don't know how else you would explain it. I will say, if you want real life trees that are gonna kill you, you really don't need that many. Um, I was looking it up, and I literally had to like choose which tree I wanted to talk about because there were so many. I mean, we called about the Gimpy Gimpy bush before, but this one was a new one. The Mancinelli tree, also known as like the tree of death.
I know these guys.
You really have you seen one in real life?
Are you talking about the ones that are in like the Caribbean?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's also like the apple of death in Spanish, maybe too.
Yeah, it's
It's
like
a
the
fun
apple
thing.
of yeah. It is. Yeah, it's not great. Did you ever hear what happened if you sleeps under them when it's raining?
You get like blisters on your skin from like the runoff.
Mm-hmm. The rain literally collects on the leaves, picks up the gunk, and then drops on you, and now you're being blistered and burned. Like there's nothing safe about this tree in any capacity.
That seems like a really specific set of events, though. Don't sleep under the tree while it's raining.
Well, if you think about it, when else
Or
are
just
you?
under it, maybe you're just using it for shelter, and they grow in tropical places, so there's gonna rain a lot.
It's really like it's a not a safe place to be anywhere near these things. But luckily, most people can like identify them. Apparently, some people have tried to eat the fruit of this super dangerous tree. What do you think happens to people who eat the fruit?
Bad things.
Bad things.
Yes, weirdly enough, potentially fatal, but not quite. um, in if you ingest it, you will have gastroenteritis, so you'll have internal bleeding, shock, and something labeled bacterial superinfection.
That's the worst kind.
I feel like if science is calling something super infection, that's really
It's like a cartoon.
yeah. Like if scientists are like, "Oh, this is super bad."
Don, it's like okay, I'm not going to mention the name of it because we want to give you the same memory. You remember in the 6th floor of Dungeon Crawler Caro, the bolt specifically, the disease bolt, the hyper super bolt with the disease on it. That
Maybe?
you remember that? No.
Oh,
Where he
yes,
scat-
yes, yes, I do remember it now, yes.
Yeah, that's what it
I remember
reminds
the
me
bolt
of.
from that, yes.
You don't want to be stuck with this thing. Oh God. Okay. Even better. I found it in the Wikipedia article. James Cook, in his final voyage, wrote this. I love this. On the 4th, a party of men were sent to cut wood, as the island apparently afforded plenty of that article. Amongst other trees, they unluckily cut down several of the mancinelli, the juice of which getting into their eyes, rendering them blind for several days. There was no record of the wood being burnt.
Yeah, I would imagine the burning wood, because I know we have the Brazilian pepper, which is an invasive plant here. And just burning that wood can cause damage to your lungs and eyes and stuff.
Oh, here's another one. There was a book called The Buccaneer of America. And they talked about their experience with it. This dude was being attacked by mosquitoes and gnats, and so he just he cut a branch off a random tree and started fanning himself with it. And this next day, his face was covered in blisters.
Oh, what a life.
Everyone who
Brutal.
goes, it's everyone who goes near the thing is in horrible pain. You don't need to make up a tree. It's just already evil enough. Oh my gosh. It's not even the only tree that does this. There are other trees that are just so gosh darn toxic. Like, just being near them is enough to risk your health and sometimes your life. Like, it's
Do we know
crazy.
why the matching tree, or however you say it, is so toxic? Does it have is there a certain bird that's immune, or is it just a jerk like that?
Okay. I'm reading the toxins now. It has a number of different toxins. Like, okay, God, I can't read that for the life of me. So I'm just gonna put this in the I'm gonna put this in our chat here on what we're recording on. Yeah, try reading that. 12 doxo 5
That's a
hydroforable 6 gamma 7 alpha oxide.
That tells me honestly nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, basically it's filled with horrible chemicals. Like, that's it. Like, I'm
Just
not a chemist. I'm not going to tell you what it does, but it's generally unpleasant. This might be the first time I've never been able to be like, yeah, I can tell you the toxin of this thing. No, too many. All chemicals, all bad.
Okay, so the black spined iguana is known to eat the fruits.
Of
And
course.
allegedly it was also used to poison the arrow that slew Ponce de Leon.
Oh, so the tree did something good. Excellent. Love to hear it. Oh, that's weird. Apparently they've been using it to make furnitures for century in the Caribbean.
I guess maybe once you dry the wood or something. I think the wood might be maybe who knows, maybe the wood once it's yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
cut and left in the sun to dry the sap. That's right.
Yeah, you have to like cut it and leave it out in the sun to dry in order for the sap to dry out. Um yeah, no, that Manticore does not need to be running around with that stuff in its system. Like, I would much rather it just kill me like a lion than like poison me with evil's filthy tree. I mean, the Witcher series does have a ton of different monsters. Like, obviously, I was looking through it, and most of them are like, we have our own basilisks, we have our own ghouls and zombies and all kinds of things. But honestly, these three alone are enough to be like, oh, y'all got some creativity in you. I like seeing the use of mythology, of course. But I just really love that I got a chance to look up a really killer tree that ticked off James Cook and killed Ponce de Leon. Oh, I love this stuff. I love hanging out with you guys. This is
it got
great.
him. It got him.
It got him. Yeah, man. It just got him. Okay. Are there any other creatures we should talk about, Chris? Are there anyone specifically off the top of your head?
So we've talked about these creatures through Pokemon because they are related to my favorites of Applin and all of those. But there are versions of the Cockatrice and the Basilisk in The Witcher that I really appreciate.
I
Uh
saw a picture of the basilisk.
yeah, so super creepy. It's basically like a giant lizard bird.
Okay.
Let me see if I can pull up a picture real quick. But so like the lore of the basilisk. So the basilisk and the cockatrice in mythology are pretty linked. They both involve hens and snakes. The which one you get, basically an egg needs to be incubated. The egg of one needs to be incubated by the other.
Mhm.
And whichever one, I think the shorthand for it is the one that's more snake-like is incubated by the snake. The one that's more bird, the cockatrice that is incubated by the hen. The snake egg incubated by the hen.
I mean,
Uh,
I'm looking at a Witcher cockatrice right now, and I gotta say, I mean, bird like is a choice of words you can use for this thing.
I think they look super cool. Here, Don. That's the basilisk. It's kind of like a snake bird. Like I think that's pretty cool.
Yes.
It's neat. And then I think I found the cockatrice. Is this the cockatrice right here?
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
murder chicken.
They they look really similar.
Here's the cockatrice in game.
Oh, ow. Yeah, no, that's a chicken.
Yeah. More chicken like for sure than that picture lets on.
Don, fire up the oil. We got dinner cooking.
Fry them up.
Fry them up real good.
I think the biggest difference between mythology and this is that both of these are known for having like petrifying stares, and that is not a thing in the Witcher games.
I feel like it should be like
The cockatrice like entries or whatever are basically like it won't petrify you, but it will tear you and rend you limb from limb.
small comforts. I mean, like, look, we've had horrifying monster birds in our like evolutionary past. A dinosaur is basically a giant monster bird if you want to be that guy about it. So, like, is this thing on fire?
I'm not 100% sure on that part.
Yeah, because like it looks like it's just coloration, but it could very much also light itself on fire. That would be neat. I don't got a creature in nature that can do that.
I think it's just a little bit of flare.
Oh, okay. I mean, that makes sense from like a bird perspective to try to show off this is probably a male. But yeah. I mean, we've had elephant birds, we've had terror birds, we have ostriches today, but that is a really big terrifying chicken. I
Yeah.
do want to eat it though. It does look quite tasty.
Oh, here can I read you the official entry from the bestiary?
Bring it, brother.
It seems it's like the perfect blend of y'all are idiots. These things will just kill you. Foolish superstitions claim cockatrices, like basilisks, can kill with their gaze alone. That is utter nonsense. However, a cockatrice's gaze being no more dangerous than that of an angry goose. One should instead watch out for the sharp beak and long tail, which can whip to murderous effect.
I mean, I feel like geese would be pretty bad in any reality. So, like, I'm just gonna keep my distance.
I feel like this entry is burying the lead because it spends about like a full paragraph being like, "You guys are idiots. It's not gonna kill you with its eyes," and then it's just like, "Yeah, it'll tear you up with its claws and giant tail."
I mean, it is a really cool design. Like, I will give it that. But at the same time, I really do think I like the basilisk more because it looks less silly.
Are they weak to mirrors as well in the Witcherverse?
No. I believe that the way to beat it is to get behind it and hit it in its back. Because they can't turn very fast.
That's good against most things.
Yeah, that's my weakness too. We have so much in
That's
common.
good against most items, huh?
It does not turn very
That's always like when people talk about the only way to. Okay, so it's turning radius.
Yeah.
It's key.
Is its Achilles heel. As it backs up, it's like bark, bark, bark.
I think that's really funny. Like, how do you kill it? We'll sneak up behind him and bonk him on the head. It's like, oh shoot, why did I not think of that? Okay. Oh my god, that's really funny. I kind of love the fact that The Witcher, like every other game, is like, no, there's a special hidden weak point. Like in Monster Hunter, oh, if you cut this number of times and hit the claws, it'll not slide. Nah, bonk it on the head. Like just hit it.
Get behind it and bonk it.
Try hitting it.
That's Dawn in The Witcher. Have you tried hitting it?
I feel out of the three of us, Dawn would make the best Witcher.
Probably.
Yeah.
Dawn's basically a Witcher of the seas.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Hey, I really enjoyed the maybe I'll jump into the books right now, honestly, or something even.
I think that might be the smartest way to go about it. There's a reason I haven't brought up more of the Witcher TV show. Yeah, we don't want that. That was, look, when you leave the show because the writers are going too far from the source material, I'm gonna be on your side. Like, Henry Cavill, if you're somehow listening to this, you made the right move. Also, good luck with Warhammer 40K. It's gonna be great, I hope.
Man, if the writers of Witcher thought he was hard to deal with because of the lore, I cannot imagine what the 50K writers are gonna think.
Local man threatened with exterminatus from the God Emperor for mispronouncing sanguineous. Like, just random stuff like that just starts popping up in the tabloids. Like, in order to be part of that casting crew, you have to be able to name all the Primarchs. And if you name the ones that shall not be named, you're dead.
There you go.
That's it. That's how it
goes.
goes.
It out.
Then I'm out. Now, honestly, I might need to start looking into the books too. Just because the games are going to come out. The games are always going to be, I mean, it's CD Projekt Red. It's going to be a great game. If it wasn't for GTA, it would probably be the most anticipated game coming out in the next few months. But hopefully, this little episode helps encourage people to kind of look up some of these monsters. And Chris, again, good to have you back, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Hopefully
nice.
life is calmer now.
Yeah. Oh, hey, good luck, both of you. You guys are on for a trip to New Orleans in a few weeks, right?
That's right.
Yes,
Well,
we are.
next week.
Next week. Hey, you guys are gonna do great
Yeah,
out
it's
there.
coming up quick now.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for listening, everyone. We love doing what we do. You guys listening, let's just make it happen. Have a wonderful rest of your day or night. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye, everybody.